fellow travelers. Koi here with the Clairvoyant Tarot to bring you a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you guys are new to my channel or tarot in general, please feel free to check out the description box below, where I just have some things to keep in mind when you're watching these types of videos. I also have in there links to my website if you guys want to keep up with the card of the day that I draw every day. That's for free. You guys are more than welcome to check that out. I also have the information how to contact me if you wanted to get a personal reading, as well as all the other good stuff that you're gonna need. So check that out if you want to. When I'm recording this, it's Tuesday the 22nd, which I thought it would be interesting to point out the card of the day is the Moon, which is the card for Pisces. So we definitely have your energy today. When I pick the signs that I read, I just let whatever card come out, and you guys were first today. I'm doing the second half of the horoscopes. I did the first half yesterday. So you guys were first up today on the day that your card is there. So I thought that was interesting to share. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to kick this off with a pre-shuffle just to see what energy comes out. That way you can get an idea if this is something that's going to pertain to you right in the beginning, because if it doesn't seem like it's going to resonate, then you can save your time watching the whole video. But within the first, I've noticed like 10-15 minutes, I have the whole tarot part of the reading pretty much done. So the rest of it's just oracles. It's like half tarot, half oracles. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. What do we have for Pisces? What do they need to know for the rest of August? Alright, so you have the King of Wands. This is somebody who does not like to sit still at all. There's somebody who knows what they want and they like to go do it. They don't like to just sit here and think about it, waste time. They want to do it. They want to get it taken care of. What's interesting is, now there's lots of king energy, lots of masculine energy, and you don't have to be a man, so don't get lost in that sauce, okay? So on the top of the deck here you have the King of Pentacles, which is about grounding yourself in your physical world but not giving over what you have. So the King and the Queen of Pentacles are basically the exact same, except the Queen will give more than what she has. She won't keep anything for herself. This King will, and that's the difference between those two, the King and the Queen, is he'll make sure he doesn't give all his watermelons away. He will make sure he still has one for himself. So that's very good energy to have. And then on the back here, you have the card for Cancer, which is the Chariot. This is all about movement here, especially when it comes to using your free will to make what seems two opposing forces that want to go in opposite directions, and steering them into one particular place. So that's very interesting energy, very kind of masculine-esque here. Let's get into the 7 cards. I'm going to use my Steampunk Tarot for that. I'm going to pull the 7 cards. We're going to go through those, and then I will get clarifiers on those after we go through. And I'm just going to shuffle until they feel good. Whenever that is. Whenever. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. All right. what message do we have for Pisces for the remainder of August? What messages do they need to know for their greatest good at this time? The Star, the card for Aquarius. At first I thought it was the moon. So the Star is all about guidance, destiny, hope, serenity. So that's very good energy to have as almost a baseline to your reading. Very nice. Let me go ahead and get the 7 cards now. Okay. So looks right now, Pisces, that you guys have this desire or want, or even you're taking an action to where you are in this energy of offering yourself emotionally. The Knight of Cups is somebody who is offering themselves emotionally. Their love is like overflowing like a waterfall. So very strong, overflowing, gushy energy of like emotions, deep emotions. And like I said, we'll get clarifiers to go even deeper into that. But that is the general energy surrounding you. It looks like in the past you experienced some sort of heartbreak because there was some sort of clarity that came through in a situation. You saw that there was something that wasn't really as what you thought it was, and then when you found out the truth, it did break your heart. But, you know, since you guys are in this current energy of giving emotionally, I don't necessarily think that that past is affecting you right now at this time. You guys are in this King of Pentacles energy, and we had this card here in your pre-shuffle. So again, this is somebody who will make sure that they have everything for themselves. So when you guys are offering yourself emotionally, you're giving the excess. You're not taking away from yourself, which is a really healthy way to do those things, which is great. Good job, guys. Great. That's wonderful work here. The obstacle is there's this Knight of Swords energy, which is, even though you guys are not giving in excess to yourself, you still take actions very swift. You're very quick to jump into something. So we'll go ahead, like I said, and get clarifiers on that. But it seems like, yes, you guys have learned not to give excess of yourself, but maybe there's still a little bit of needing to understand that you shouldn't just jump right in to something right away. Possible incoming energy is the 5 of Swords. This is kind of like a win-lose situation, a double-edged sword, so to speak. So when we get clarifiers, we'll see more about that. It looks like the possible outcome is the 9 of Pentacles, which is tending your own garden, working on yourself. So let's see what these clarifiers are here. I'm just going to use a regular Rider-Waite tarot deck just to clarify. Alright, Knight of Cups. So you have the King of Cups and the 8 of Cups. So let me get a little bit more here. Wow, that was quite a bit. Okay. There's the 5 of Swords again. So, you guys are having the Knight of Cups clarified by the King of Cups with the Eight of Cups. This is very emotional reading with all these cups here. So I wanted to get a little bit more information, and the Five of Swords came out, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, which is Aries energy, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man came out. So what this is saying is you were very grounded with yourself emotionally. Now you're not maybe so giving. You still are, but not as much as you were in the past. You had to leave behind this situation because, again, that clarity came through here of what you were wanting to achieve wasn't necessarily what the reality was, so you saw something from a different perspective. So if I were to clarify this, it's probably just going to reiterate the past here. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically giving the same cards here. So the Ace of Swords is clarifying itself. When I get a card clarifying itself, that just to me is what I said is accurate. It's just kind of reiterating what I already stated, what I'm already getting. You offered into your happiness in the past. You wanted to see achievement in it. It was what you wanted. You were able and trying to ground yourself. Again, the card for Aries, the Emperor, in this because you saw that you could get happiness in there, but then that clarity came through where you realized it really wasn't what you were thinking it was. So that brings us to now where you're trying to bring something into the physical world here and ground it in the physical world. Wow. Okay. I let that fall because the King of Pentacles is clarifying itself and coming out with the Page of Wands. So, like I said, when I'm getting a card clarifying itself, it's like what you were working on in the past, you really wanted to have stay around in the future. So you're trying to get to a place where you can get or work on grounding something in, did I say in the future? I meant grounded in your present. That's interesting. So maybe I accidentally said that because this is something that's going to be coming in your future, because this is something that you want now to ground this emotional offer in your present, in your material world. Something that's tangible, right? But it's like, because of the past, you found out there was a little bit of truth in there. So there was some movement that happened in regards to what was making you happy and towards your destiny here. Because that truth that came through. Let me get more. Yeah. Yeah, you found out that this wasn't going to give you the I don't want to say completion. It wasn't going to give you the goals that you were trying to set. Like, you wanted this to have this particular outcome, and you kind of realized that that wasn't going to be the case, so you took a break from it because there was something lacking in it, in the situation here. So you rested from it. So you want to bring this in the physical world, but you've been kind of more so focusing on your monies and your career instead of emotionally bringing something into the physical world, but that is something that you still want to do. So that brings us here to your obstacle with the Page of Swords. Look at that. Queen to the King of Pentacles here. So the obstacle is, because of that truth, it's made you a little, I don't want to say bitter, but quick to just say no. You're in this. I've recognized that this wasn't something that I wanted, so I'm just taking a break from everything altogether. Okay? And I'm just working on my finances here, but still you have this emotional need or desire kind of lurking. So how is this overcome? So this is your obstacle because you're kind of not really paying attention to your emotions too much at this time. So you want to make sure that when you are creating stuff and bringing stuff forth, that you are paying attention to them and not really taking a break from them. Like, you want to offer emotionally, okay? And I think that's another thing here. Did I say Page of Swords? I meant Knight of Swords. When you're acting on something, don't do it very quickly. Just have a small offer here into things that you feel are going to be worth it and give you like a successful completion here. So yeah, that's the win-lose part of the situation. You're just waiting to offer yourself emotionally when you shouldn't be waiting to offer yourself emotionally. You should still do that because you're almost in this deceptive energy. You're deceiving. You have these emotions that are trying to come out, but you're suppressing them because of this emotional disappointment that you've had in the past. You still want to kind of put yourself out there emotionally, but you just stop doing that as like a protection mechanism. So when you're manifesting, you can't just do it solely from your mind and from your truth. You want to also make sure that your emotions are on board here as well, and that you're not ignoring them because things weren't right for you in the past here. Yeah, you got the king and the queen again together. So it's really about seeing this from a different perspective. Let's see about this Nine of Pentacles. Knight of Swords, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. So you have to stop just kind of rushing into things, especially when it comes to the way that you think or communicate with just your mind. You want to kind of take some time with yourself and make sure that you can get your emotions on board as well. It's very interesting. You basically have to be able to give yourself emotionally just as much as you are mentally at this time. Alright, let's move on to the oracles now. Let's see what more we can get. That was way too many. Just a few diamonds, please. There we go. Brooms and Buffonite. So, this is a literal broom. And it's about clearing away old clutter. It's a literal broom. What do brooms do? They sweep up dirt. So that's exactly what this card is trying to say. It's time to clear up that clutter. So you have that old stuff kind of lingering around you, it's time to, so you can start offering emotionally like you are mentally, and both your emotions and thoughts can be on the same page. So this is Buffonite next, and he's about focusing on finding self-worth and beauty, especially in circumstances where people may not find cute. So finding the beauty in that heartbreak in the past, even. Most people wouldn't find beauty in that, but it's like, well, look at it that it opened you up to grow as a person, to grow emotionally, to be a better person because you've learned some lessons, and now you know what you don't want. So that's the way that you can look at it, and don't beat yourself up either. I just saw 2112 on there. Don't beat yourself up either for what has happened. All right, let's see what crystals that will help you guys this month. Charoite. Vibrations of transformation and deep love radiate from the stone. As it cleanses all chakras, its warm feeling reminds you to live your life now and not wait to really be who you are. It helps you to transform into a being filled with self-love, and deep love for all life in this planet. So again, opening up your emotions here, especially love. And not being too harsh on yourself for what has happened to you in the past. Let's see what affirmations we have for you. Affirmations for Pisces for the rest of August. Well, that flew out, both of them. Today I choose. Today I will only surround myself with people who support me. Very good. And today I am mindful. Today I know deep in my heart and soul that happiness and self-worth are within me. So it looks like you guys are not only going through some emotional lessons, I think it goes a little bit deeper to where it's also talking about the self-worth that you have for yourself, knowing what you deserve, and how to be treated with that heartbreak in the past. So I got one more for you guys. Yours is going to be a little bit longer, but that's okay. What do we have for Pisces? That's too many. I just need one, please. This is Sacred Rebels Oracles. What Sacred Rebel do we have for Pisces? Just one, please, for the rest of August. It's 3. I just need one, please. There it is. Spirals of Manifestation. So let me go ahead and grab the book here. The creative, rebellious path of love moves in spirals. It is not linear. Sometimes our mind decides that the way forward is to take clear steps from one point to the next logical point. However, there is a genius within that can guide us on who can guide us on an alternative route. Now I lost my spot, I'm sorry. There it is. If there is an unnecessary pothole or delay in the typical linear path of progression and the curved loop in the path will be quicker, more fun, and more beautiful, then why not allow yourself to be guided to that path? This can happen through trust and wisdom rather than rigid adherence to what on the surface appears to be logical progression. You are in the midst of a spiral of manifestation. Something is coming into being even if you think it's farther away than ever before. How amazing it will seem when what you have been dreaming of falls into place. Suddenly, what you have been thinking of creating will plonk into your reality, seemingly out of nowhere, because it was just around the bend, just out of view, on the spiral of manifestation, and you could not see it coming. In truth, it was coming to you all along. This oracle has a message for you. Sometimes when we feel the furthest away from what we want, we are actually closer than ever before. Just one turn on the spiral loop of creation can see your manifestation taking root in the world. You must hold true to your faith and keep working on your progress. Forget about believing it when you're seeing it. Any old soul or young soul can do that. You are a bigger, braver, more ancient soul. You have enough chutzpah to believe it so that you can see it sooner, bigger, and brighter. Do not give in to those who tell you it should have happened already or that you have failed. They are just suffering from a lack of patience and understanding, as well as an arrogant assumption that their notion of timing is somehow superior to the greater divine timing at play in life. Be in goodwill with yourself and the universe. All is unfolding perfectly whether you feel it right now or not. This oracle also brings a message to you about the perfect synchronicities that are taking place in your life. You may have started to notice these already. When we live from the heart, honor our creative center, and choose unlikely but lovingly rebellious ways to be in the world, we will begin to notice synchronicity every day. It is as though the universe is speaking to us intimately on all matters, which of course it is. The oracle reminds you that there is no point rushing to the bus stop. You are way too early, or if you are way too early, you are just wasting your time. Better to live your life at a more appropriate pace and get there at the right time. You don't need the anxiety that comes from rushing towards your destiny. Try not to worry quite so much about the future. You will attract what you want and need so much more enjoyably if you relax and deal with the here and now. Remember, too, that your life path is unfolding in harmony with the paths of others. You will meet with each other for the greatest benefit when you trust in the flow of the one great creative spiral upon which this galaxy spins. Everything is ultimately in harmony with everything else to fulfill the great big creative intent of the supreme creative force of love. You're included in that. Lucky! Very nice, guys. So don't try and rush things forward. Do things in a comfortable pace. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Don't suppress yourself emotionally. Don't just think with your thoughts and like how you keep having the Knight of Swords. Don't just again try and rush into things. Kind of like this card was also saying. Awesome. So I hope that this helped you guys, and that I see you in the next video. You may have a bonus for this month. I usually do them for the most watched and the most liked videos, so you guys watching this has given yourself a vote already. If you did like this, please do give it a like. It will also give you a vote for a bonus. Other than that, I will see you guys for your September readings. I'm definitely going to be doing a general. It's still undecided whether I will be doing a separate career and love. but you guys can always contact me for a personal reading if you didn't want to wait for those, just to see if they'll happen or not. My personal readings are very affordable, and right now I have like a 24-hour turnaround window at this exact time. So that's always subject to change. I'll let you know when I can have it as soon as you guys purchase it. So alright, thank you so much for watching. I certainly hope that this helped you. I hope that you guys have abundance, love, health, wealth, happiness, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, love, light to the stars. Take care.